Good morning. It is May 10th, 2K13, and we welcome you to WGTV today. That's Wayne Goldsboro Television. We thank you again for being with us. My name is Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Friday morning. Glad it's the weekend, Wayne.
Woo! Oh boy,
we love a Friday, don't we?
Love a Friday. Yeah, it's been a very busy week here at the studio, and a lot of things happening across the Goldsboro, Wayne County area. Really. Last weekend they had the Hillbilly Hike, and oh man.
It was a huge success. They had over 200 people participate, and I mean, it was at a different park. This time it was at Stony Creek Park, and they had a great day.
They did. They certainly did. And you know, I haven't mentioned this week, but I was one of the guinea pigs when they were putting up the zip line.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Oh, it was a blast. I had a ball.
I wish there was a way we could have a zip line in Goldsboro all the time.
I know.
Hint, hint.
That's a good hint, too.
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't that be neat?
It would be a tremendous amount of fun. And there's a lot of people who I've heard say that. You know, it would be nice if you could have one that ran across the river.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, and then don't fall.
I know. The next nearest one that I'm aware of is over in the Fayetteville area.
Yeah, there's Fayetteville, and I think the somewhere around the Raleigh-Durham, Chapel Hill area.
Yeah. Well, there's a family from Goldsboro, and they opened the one in Fayetteville.
Oh,
they're originally from the Goldsboro-Dudley area.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because I've done that one.
It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. But yes, Hillbilly Hike went fantastic, and on the city's website and on our Facebook page, we have lots of pictures and a little short video of the Hillbilly Hike. So if you haven't seen it, stay tuned. It'll be on the show soon, but it'll also be on the city's Facebook page and website.
That is great. Okay, who's on today's program?
Let's see. Today we actually have City Manager Scott Stevens. He's on today giving us an update on what's happening within the city for the month of May.
Good.
We have Melissa here from Wayne County Public Library talking about the book sale and other things that are happening at the library.
Melissa Sheldon. That book sale is tomorrow, by the way.
That's right. And then we have Becky Craig on, and she is actually from the Friends of Greenways. She's here to talk about the greenways throughout Wayne County and Goldsboro.
Friends of Greenways.
That's right.
I don't know those folks.
Well, I think you actually do.
Oh, the Greenways?
Yeah.
I used to know a Bob Greenfield. Well, I don't know Bob Greenway, though.
You don't know Bob Greenway?
No.
Well, I'm not sure if there is a Bob Greenway, but we might can name one.
Okay.
We might can name one.
We'll just make him up.
But there is a great opportunity that is happening within our community about greenways, and if you don't know what that is, stay tuned, and Becky Craig will tell you what a greenway is.
I'd like to know what a greenway is.
And how it affects our community.
And
you may be surprised.
I might be surprised.
You might be.
Okay. Let's see, today is the 10th, right?
That's right.
Also coming up on today's program, we're going to have a list of signs that makes you wonder, did you really read that sign right? You're going to like that.
Okay.
All right. Also,
that's right. I was going to say, don't forget, everybody, we've got some. We've got next weekend is our very first Center Street Jam.
Really?
Center Street Jam.
Is it that time already?
It is. The Band of Oz. It's May 16th.
Oh, boy.
Coming up next Thursday, but to make it even more unique.
Next Thursday?
Isn't that next Thursday?
I guess it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Don't mess up my time clock,
I'm sorry.
But remember we talked about earlier, because Anheuser-Busch is sponsoring this very first Center Street Jam, as they do many of them. There's something unique that's going to be coming to Goldsboro. The Anheuser-Busch Clydesdales are going to be in Goldsboro. They're going to actually be walking right down Center Street. They'll be there available for you to take pictures and sort of watch and get to know the Clydesdales. And if you've never seen those beautiful, fabulous, large horses, this is a time for you to see them in person. And they'll have the cart behind them and everything. And this is a great time for you to learn more about the Clydesdales. There'll be some stories and information shared all at Center Street Jam. And that is May 16th, and it starts that afternoon, I believe, at 5:30.
There you go.
That's right.
Okay, trivia question for today, and then we'll look over today's birthdays. Today's trivia question. How do I phrase this?
How do you phrase it?
I wanted to ask you about two words. One word is recto, and the other word is verso. Recto and verso. What are you doing when you see recto and verso? You're doing something very specific.
I don't know it. I'm not even going to guess on that one, Wayne.
I'm doing it right now.
Are you? Well, that's scary.
It really is. It really is.
I do not know.
I know.
But I'm not guessing.
Recto and verso. Two words.
Okay.
They mean
Hold
Pardon?
tight, and we'll find out about that later.
No, it's
we'll
not. I am breathing, but that's not the answer.
Are you breathing, Wayne?
Most of the time.
As am I.
Yes, okay, this is good. But what am I doing? Recto and verso.
I don't know, but Wayne will tell us later.
We'll answer that a little later on.
Yes,
Today's
we will.
birthdays include Paul Hewson. If you don't know the name Paul Hewson, you may know the name Bono. He is Bono. He's 52 today.
Does Bono always wear glasses?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, yeah. You kind of have to like that guy. I mean, you don't have to, because if you don't, then you don't. But if you do, you do. Amanda Borden having a birthday. She's 35 today. She was the 96th U.S. Olympic gold medalist in gymnastics. Paige O'Hara is having a birthday. She is the classical actress and singer who voiced Belle in Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
Well, she has a beautiful voice, I might add.
That she does. She also played Fantine in the Broadway musical Les Miserables.
Oh, yes.
Victoria Rowell. Victoria Rowell, you may know if you watched Young and the Restless, is Drusilla.
Okay, yes. I know
And she was
Drusilla.
also on Murder, Diagnosis Murder. With, what's his name, Dick Van Dyke. She's 53 today. Birthday today for Gary Owens, who always had his hand on his ear.
Why is that?
It itched.
Okay.
Gary Owens is 76 years today, an announcer particularly on Laugh-In. He also did a lot of voiceover on cartoons as well.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Yes, the actress Meg Foster, she was on 3 episodes of Cagney and Lacey before she was replaced. She played Cagney.
Oh,
No. She played Lacey. No. She played the...
She played one of them on the first 3 episodes.
And was replaced by the blonde.
Okay.
Sharon Gless, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and she's 64, Meg Foster, known for her blue eyes. Ellen Ochoa, 54, former astronaut, credited for being the first Hispanic woman in space. Birthdays for... Oh, and today's the birth anniversary of Nancy Walker. She was Rhoda's mom on TV. She was also on McMillan and Wife and a bunch of other stuff. Also the anniversary of Fred Astaire's birthday today.
Well, happy birthday if this is your special day.
There you go. Okay. What else do we have?
Let's see what is coming up soon, Mr. Wayne Alley.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see, Shop the Block is
What?
coming up. Shop the Block.
Shop the Block.
Downtown Goldsboro.
Okay.
It says shop and dine in downtown businesses. Support our local small businesses. Shop at participating businesses and enter to win $100 downtown dollars.
Oh, boy.
Wow. You may even be rewarded on the spot if you're caught spending money downtown Goldsboro. How about that? That's all day, June 7th. So if you're shopping on the block, which is basically downtown Goldsboro, you might be awarded on the spot downtown bucks that you could spend at any store.
All right.
You can also register that day to win $100 that you can use in any store in downtown Goldsboro.
Wow.
That's all day, June 7th. It's called Shop the Block.
Shop the Block. That's good stuff.
That sure is.
Yeah.
How about that? It's pretty
And
neat.
in about 10 days or so, May 20th through the 24th, beginning of the Small Business Week.
That's
a
right.
lot of things going on. You'll be able to hear some great advice, some great programs, some great workshops.
And that's a collaboration, I believe, between the Chamber of Commerce and the Small Business Center at Wayne Community College.
Yeah. Jeremy Caton is one of the speakers. He'll be talking about leveraging the internet for business success. That's on Monday the 20th at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then Pat Collette will be presenting how to start a small business at Wayne Community College in the Walnut Building. That's at 6 p.m. that same day. And the whole week is full of activity.
And then it ends the week at Lane Tree with a big award ceremony of the Small Business of the Year.
Oh, boy.
How about that?
Oh, boy.
And we all know small businesses is what America is made up of.
No question. There's more small businesses than anything else.
That's right.
I don't know. There's a lot of eggs. You know, there's a lot of eggs out there. But I think small businesses outnumber those.
Of course it does.
Yeah. I love eggs. You like
That
eggs?
is so random.
I love eggs.
I love them too, but that is so random.
From my
Do you like
head
eggs?
down to my legs, I love eggs.
All right, there you go. You going to stand up and sing a little tune now
No,
too?
no, no. No.
Let's see.
Okay.
Well, the Partnership for Children is having something unique coming up.
What's coming up?
They have a Safe Kids portion of their organization, and Safe Kids is a local, but also it goes statewide, organization that is basically there to help prevent injury of young children.
Oh.
One of the ways that you can prevent injury is to make sure your young children are in car seats correctly.
Okay.
And the partnership is having a car seat safety checkup where you can drive your car to a certain location. It is actually going to be at the fire department on Royal Avenue, Station 2, on Wednesday, May the 15th.
Okay.
Yes, they're going to have a car seat check where you can drive up, they'll come out to your car, check your car seat to make sure it's installed correctly.
Oh.
If it's not, they'll do it correctly and then show you how to do it yourself.
And who's doing this?
Safe Kids of Wayne County, which is a part of the Partnership for Children.
This is great.
It sure is.
This is great.
They are certified car seat technicians, and they'll make sure your car seat's installed correctly. So check that out. That is May 15th, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, Royal Avenue, Fire Department, Station number 2.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Yeah.
See what else we have here.
What do you have there?
Well, I've got all kinds of stuff here.
Me too.
Okay. Here's a couple of the signs that make you ask the question, did I really read that sign right? Toilet out of order. Please use the floor below.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that makes you think.
Here's another one. In a laundromat, this sign. Automatic washing machines, please remove all your clothes when the lights go out.
Ooh, that could be
Okay,
scary.
oh my.
Yes.
Here's another sign. Bargain basement upstairs. I know, you get that?
I get it,
Okay,
yes.
all right,
I
all
get
right.
it.
In an office, a sign was posted that said, would the person who took the step ladder yesterday please bring it back or further steps will be taken. The sign said, after tea break, comma, the staff should empty the teapot and stand upside down on the draining board. These are real signs. I'm not making this up.
I believe you.
In a health food store, in the window, the sign said, closed due to illness. In a health food store.
Oh.
All right, one more. Spotted in a safari park. Elephants, please stay in your car. Elephants, please stay in your car.
Because they're always in cars.
Elephants are always in cars.
Always.
Always in cars. All right.
Well, we're going to take the time now to go ahead to our local interviews. First is Scott Stevens, City Manager, Melissa from the library, and Becky Craig talking about greenways here in our community. So stay tuned.
That's right.
Hello, I'm Scott Stevens, Goldsboro City Manager, back for our monthly update for May. A lot of activity going on. I guess first and foremost, from a staff standpoint, and myself and Finance Director have spent a lot of time on our city budget for the coming year. And we presented a notebook similar to this with a budget message and corresponding data from each department to our City Council this past Monday, May 6th. So we'll be talking about that with them again on May 13th. Public's always invited to our meetings. Our May 13th meeting ends up being from 2 to 4, a public hearing middle of May, and this information is available online on our city's website for the public. So the information we've presented to City Council thus far will be available to you at any time. So if you have questions as you move through that or wonder about our budgeting process, please don't hesitate to call the manager's office and talk with me. I'll be happy to talk with you about that. Just some brief highlights, and not to get too far into the budget because we could spend a long time there. There is no tax increase proposed. Street resurfacing, we have a current contract out of $400 and some thousand in the proposed or recommended budget. There's another $250,000 for street resurfacing next year, which would begin July 1st for us. And again, more information to come through the press and on our website as we move forward through that process. Our goal is to have this adopted by early June. Legally, we need to have it adopted by the end of June, so we hope to adopt it in a June process. So May is our month for talking publicly about our proposed budget for next year. I would like to mention one recent visit to our community by a member of the President's Cabinet. U.S. Transportation Secretary LaHood visited Goldsboro at the end of April. It's a really big deal to have that type of visit here, and we thank Congressman Butterfield for arranging that and working with our mayor to bring him here. I do want to thank all those involved in the process, those that participated, those that arranged. The Secretary toured Union Station, visited our Gateway Transfer Center, saw a proposed center, and then looked at downtown and some of the areas we hope to improve through streetscape type activities all the way from Center Street over to Union Station and the proposed Gateway. But again, a really big deal to have a Secretary of Transportation here in Goldsboro, and we thank him and his staff for their time and attention. And much of his visit would be covered on our YouTube channel. There'd be a video available if you'd like to take a look at that and come again through the city's website. Then you can find what actually occurred in terms of watching the video there. That really led to the Tiger Grant, which is administered by the U.S. Department of Transportation. And we have applied for it before, but there's a new round of Tiger funding, and the Secretary certainly encouraged us to apply. He thought the Union Station project was a good project. And we discussed that with City Council at our May 6th meeting. And what we're likely to submit while we're working through the application process is a $27 million grant request that would take the money we have talked about investing in downtown in the Center Street project and leverage that $4 to $6 million and turn it into $27 million, because the grant does require a 20% match. But that would allow us to renovate Union Station and turn it into what could be a passenger rail station long term and be a meeting space in the short term. It would develop our Gateway Transfer Center in terms of moving it into a facility where people have covered shelters and a waiting area, and it's more handicap accessible for our bus system coming and going. And then also do the streetscape improvements around Union Station all the way back down Walnut into Center Street. And so a large project, but I think we could take money we have already discussed of using and leverage that money with it's a 20% match on that $27 million and do a lot more within our community. So we will be applying. The deadline is rather quickly, meaning by I think June 3rd, and then we'll have the results of that probably in the next 3 months. I'd also like to share with our council, we talked about property for sale. We have the property at Wayne Memorial and New Hope Road out near Wayne Community College for sale, and so you can call our office if you have any interest in that property, and we've had a number of calls but no offers yet. But we also have the property at Spence and Ash Street, which is the former Arts Council building. We have had an offer on that. We have an offer of $500,000 or $500,000. The City Council has allowed us to go out for an upset bid process, which is the requirement for disposing of that type of property. And that'll be out locally for a 10-day upset bid period. So please, if you have questions or would like to make a bid on the property above the $500,000 offer that we've received, there's a process to do that. We'd love to have your interest and input, but now's your time if you have an interest in that property. We'll be advertised in the local paper. We'll be on our website. And if you have a need for more information, please don't hesitate to call. We'll be happy to help with that. I'd like to talk briefly. We've talked about our Goldsboro Partners Against Crime in past updates. I don't want to let you think that we have fallen by the wayside and that activity is not ongoing. We held our first call-in in March. We had 10 individuals involved in that and a lot of law enforcement, court system side, but a very good process or meeting at that point. We have our second call-in scheduled for July 16th at 6 p.m. So we'll have a second group of those offenders in our community that are maybe more prone to have a violent crime activity, and trying to prevent that for them, to make it better for them, their families, and for victims and their families. And again, very excited to have that program ongoing. We've talked about doing 2 or 3 call-ins in a year, and in our first year we already have one done, another one scheduled, and likely to have one late in the fall. So I do want to compliment our police department and Sergeant Teresa Chero in particular for her time and effort in bringing that together, and we look for good things coming out of that as we go forward with that new initiative to the city of Goldsboro. I often hear, what do you do in Goldsboro? What's there to do? And I find this time of year there's almost more than you can do if you go looking for it. And sometimes you have to reach out and see what's there. I have a whole list of items here of downtown events going on in May, so there's plenty of activity downtown, from the Paramount Theater shows and events to our Center Street jams that are beginning. The first Center Street jam happens to be May 16th. And then we run every other Thursday. So May 16th, 6 to 9 p.m. Would encourage you to attend if you've not attended in the past. They generally are fairly well attended and fun events. This information is always on our Facebook page, and it's updated very regularly. So please, if you're looking for something to do, come to the city's web page and get on our Facebook page, and we'll be happy. You'll see what's there. We're listing that and updating that on a very regular basis. It also becomes a busy time for our Parks and Recreation Department. Year-round, they're involved in activities. But in the spring, they're planning for their summer camps and activities. They have a lot of things going on in the community to get you involved and to pique your interest beyond your traditional recreation or Little League kind of sports. So a couple things. There's a float on the Neuse River June 1st where they'll take you down a 3 or 4 hour float of the river. Very minimal cost to be involved in that. It's on the website as well, but would encourage you to be part of that. If you haven't seen or floated along the Neuse River, it's a real asset right here in our community that I would encourage you to reach out and enjoy. I had the opportunity to participate in what was Goldsboro's second hillbilly hike, but my first. It was held at Stony Creek Park this past weekend. Quite an event. If you've never participated in a mud run, they seem to be quite the craze right now, and people very much interested in turning a 5K run into a 5K run with obstacles. And a lot of pictures out there, probably too many, and video to go along with that. We are planning a second or a third event in September, so if you missed the first two and want to come participate, we saw folks from very serious runners to those that were casual groups that were just out there to have a really good time and get through the course. So I would encourage you to consider that, and hope to see you in September running in our third, I guess, Hillbilly Hike. We also have a contest going on about what's in a name, and I would hope if you haven't seen this, you'll start to see posters out and about with information on helping the city develop a motto, something we can use going forward that would be intriguing to those of us that are here, but also help those on the outside develop an opinion of Goldsboro and help us form that opinion based on what we have here in terms of our positives within the community. We have a contest running May 1st to June 30th. It's open to anyone that has an interest, minus those that are judging and selecting the winners. So city resident or otherwise, if you have an interest in Goldsboro, we'd like you to participate. And we have prizes ranging from t-shirts and a couple events at our driving range, on down to a free YMCA membership and a free golf course membership and tickets to our Paramount Theater at various levels for those that participate and are selected in the top 20. And then we'll have a top 5, and then the City Council will choose from that 5 and have a final winner, hopefully by the fall time. So contest in terms of submissions, you need to get it in by June 30th. Again, information's on our website. And we would encourage you to be part of that and take an interest in what's going on in Goldsboro and sort of shaping our vision for the future. With that, we've got a few staff changes within the city. We always have folks coming and going. Some employees are a little more, I guess, visible by position. The first I'd like to mention, we have welcomed Jose Martinez as our Public Works Director. He has replaced Neil Bartlett, who retired with over 30 years of service to the city. And Jose is very enthusiastic about Goldsboro and the community. He's moved here. He's excited to be here. His family seems to be adjusting and enjoying the area. And you'll see Jose out and about and see him on future updates as we get him involved in what's going on in Goldsboro. He does have a background in engineering. He's worked for private engineering firms. He's worked for town of Mooresville for a short period of time, and he came from us, most recently working in a company in San Antonio where he went for a year and a half and really decided he missed North Carolina and just wanted to get back here. And he seems to, thus far, still be very excited to be here, and we look forward to working with him in the future. My second news I think you've heard about is Tasha Logan, our Assistant City Manager, is leaving us and going to Rocky Mount. That's really a sad thing for us in Goldsboro, or at least for me. She has been a real asset to me this first year and a half here in Goldsboro, and she's served the community very well for the past 8 years. Tasha's a dynamic person, very professional, very well thought of here and across the state. She's going to the city of Rocky Mount. It's a very good move for her career-wise and otherwise, and we wish her all the best, but we'll certainly miss her. Her position will be advertised. We are looking to replace that, so if you have an interest in serving with the city, you can visit our website and you'll see what the position qualifications are. But again, I want to wish Tasha well and thank her for her service here. And we do have an event for her May 13th, so if you're able to come by City Hall from 4:30 to 6 May 13th, then say hello or goodbye to Tasha. You're certainly welcome to do that. It'll be in our City Hall annex. I would just like to say, I continue to talk with employees and remind them and myself, we're all in the customer service business, whether it's internal or externally. We are really here to serve the community. We have a lot of great employees providing services day in and day out to the community, and most of them enjoy what they do. We do want to work with you, and so if you have questions or need us, please don't hesitate to call. If you have a good experience with one of our employees, I'd love to hear it. If you had a bad experience, I'd love to hear it, and we'll share with that employee and try to get them so they understand what occurred that made that a bad experience for you. But we want to reward those that are doing it well, and we want to help encourage those that need some help. So please let us know when you've had a good or bad experience with our employees as they're performing their duties. As always, if you have questions about what's going on in the city, please don't hesitate to call my office. I'm always happy to share information, at least try to tell you our version of why we're doing something so you can understand our side of the story. It may or may not convince you, but you at least have information on which we are basing our decision and recommendations upon. So with that, if I can be of service, please call me.
Our guest in the studio this morning is Melissa Sheldon of the Wayne County Public Library, and good morning.
Good morning, Wayne. Thanks for having me.
How you doing?
Doing well.
Busy time of the year. There's so many things going on at the library. The Discover Tech just ended.
It just ended, yes. Yes, it just ended. We've shipped it out to Alabama. for its next site visit, but it was a huge, huge success.
Very big success.
Yes, we had over 2,200 people come through to see it.
Really? Wow.
So we were very pleased with the turnout and had some great programs about robotics and
it was great.
all sorts of things.
I signed in. I went by and took a look at it.
Okay.
On the
Did you enjoy
very
it?
last day, I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, I played with the lights and
yes.
yeah, that was fun.
That was a fun one.
That was
the
a good one.
lights and the bridge were the favorites.
I enjoyed the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, that was all a lot of fun. Are they coming back?
No.
Okay,
No,
they're
it
gone.
is not coming back.
Not coming
No,
back.
we had it for 8 weeks.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
if you didn't get out there in 8 weeks, then you missed it.
Exactly.
Wait for the next one.
Next time, yes, we'll have something else coming through at some point, I'm sure.
All right.
So.
Very good. Well, we got a spring book sale coming up. Time for that, right?
We do, yes. Spring
When
book
is that?
sale.
That's this weekend.
Coming weekend, yes.
Right.
It actually starts Thursday night for people who are friends of the library. If
Okay.
you are a member of the Friends of the Library, you can come Thursday night from 5:30 to 8.
Okay.
You can also pay that membership fee at the door. It's $10
Okay.
per person, and that money goes to support the library, help with our programs, and buy furniture and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's Thursday night, and then Friday is just open to anybody. You don't have to be a member of the Friends of the Library. You can just come by Friday and Saturday from 9 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Very good. And then that way anybody can take advantage of the book sale, buy the books.
Yes, buy the books. Books are great prices.
Great
The
prices.
hardcover books, I believe, are $3 a piece, maybe $4. I believe it's $3 a piece for hardcover books. Paperbacks are 50 cents. So you can't beat those prices.
That's great.
Can't beat it.
That's great. Anybody who's a bookophile, what's the word? Bibliophile.
Bibliophile.
Bibliophile. If you're a bibliophile, then this is perfect for you. Yeah, go out and buy. Is there a limit? Can you buy as many as you
No
want?
limit. You can buy as many books as you want to buy.
Now, are these books on the theory of relativity, or are they on things like That Interesting, or what? Are they
Books on all topics.
on all topics?
Yes, yes. Lots of popular fiction. You know, a lot of people, they come, they read their fiction, you know, John Grisham, James Patterson, those types of books.
Oh,
and
wow.
then they're done with it, you know, they donate it to the library. But we already have a bunch of copies in our collection.
Right.
So, because we've purchased it for people also.
So a lot of these are duplicates then?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
it's duplicates. We put them in the book sale. All of the proceeds from those books do go towards our, to support the library and support our
Outstanding.
programs.
That is outstanding. Now, just in case you're wondering where the library is, you're on East Ash Street,
East Ash Street, yes.
corner of Jackson.
Corner of Jackson, right next to Herman Park.
Can't miss that.
Yep, right through there. I'm next to the First Presbyterian Church, is on the other side.
That's right. That's right. So what else is going on at the library? An exciting place to be.
It is a very exciting place to be. We are gearing up for our summer reading program, Wayne.
Oh boy, tell me
Yes.
about that.
Summer reading program. The theme this year is Dig into Reading.
Dig into reading.
Yes,
I
yes,
like
we
that.
are digging through all sorts of stuff. I believe the children's department is going to be exploring, they're going to be doing gardening one week. They're exploring dinosaurs and fossils.
Okay.
You know, and that sort of digging that way.
Right.
They're doing pirates one week and
Pirates.
hidden treasure. You know, digging
are.
for hidden treasure, yes.
Digging for hidden treasure, they are.
I know they're doing science experiments one week.
Wow.
So all
That's
sorts
fun.
of cool stuff. Registration for that program is open right now at the library. You just need to give us a call at the library. Number is 919-735-1824.
Right.
Just speak to anybody in the children's department. They can get you registered. That program is for children ages 3 through 12.
Okay, now when you say speak to anybody in the children's department, they're actually talking to an adult though, right?
Well, yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. I
You're
just wanna
talking
make
to
that-
an adult who works in the
Who
children's
works in the,
department.
oh, okay. I wanted
Sorry,
to make
I
that
should
sure.
clarify that for you,
Well, I know,
Wayne.
thank you. I'm a little slow sometimes.
Yes.
Thank you very
And
much.
brand new this year,
Yeah?
that program is for children. But we're also having a summer reading program for teenagers and for adults
Oh,
at the library this year.
really?
Yes, it has been many, 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 many years since we've done programs for teens and adults, you know, over the summer.
Okay, good.
We have those, you know, programs, one-time programs and stuff, but we're trying to
Right.
pull everybody together and have one big reading program.
Well, that is great.
everybody,
And that
so-
starts when?
It starts the week of June 10th.
Okay.
Yes, I know that the children's programs are on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday mornings.
All right.
You choose a morning that you want to come.
Okay.
The teen programs are going to be on Wednesday afternoons when they come. And the adult programs are at various times throughout the summer. Not all of them are confirmed yet.
Okay.
But if you'll just keep checking our calendar and we'll have those programs up and ready to go.
All right. That's great. There you go from the Wayne County Public Library. What else do we have going on? Anything at all?
Most of everything that we have is the summer reading program going on right now.
Summer reading program, and the teen and adults begin June 10th?
Yes, the week of June 10th.
The week of June 10th?
Yes, and that's at all branches of our library. The
At all
Pikeville,
branches?
Fremont, Mount Olive, Goldsboro.
Okay.
Yes, we have programs, children's programs at all branches, teens and adults at the Goldsboro Library.
All right, there you go. And if you have any questions about that, that number again is?
919-735-1824.
Good. All right. Very good. Melissa Sheldon's been our guest today from the Wayne County Public Library on East Ash Street here in Goldsboro, but also don't forget the library in Pikeville, in Mount Olive, and in Fremont.
And in Fremont, yes.
There you go. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you.
I have Becky Craig with me. She is here to talk about greenways and greenways here in our community. Hi Becky, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kim. Glad to be here.
So you're representing what group today?
Called Friends of Wayne County Greenways. It's just citizens like myself and other interested people who are trying to support our local governments in their efforts to bring greenways to Wayne County and Goldsboro.
Well, tell us a little bit about what a greenway is. People may not be exactly familiar with what a greenway is and how it can really influence a community and draw people to a community.
Okay, a greenway really is just a system of paths designed to connect schools, homes, businesses, take you to historical sites along the river, the Neuse River, for example, along Stony Creek. It's really designed to be an alternative to what Americans have become used to, really.
Riding
roads,
in our cars.
That's right, roads and cars.
Exactly.
To get us back outside again.
So a lot of your bigger communities already have this.
That's right.
It's very established.
In North Carolina, of course, there's almost 100 miles, I think, of trails now in Raleigh area, Wake County. The areas, the larger areas have been more aggressive, I think, in trying to obtain funds and get greenways in. And greenways are very attractive to younger members of our community, and I think they will be a big draw as we get closer and closer to having more greenways on the ground.
Well, tell us where we are now and presently what Goldsboro has to offer with, discussing greenways.
Okay, really for the past many years, greenways have sort of been in the background. At one point there was a section of the North Carolina Mountains to Sea Trail actually in Goldsboro, below Elm Street, but during hurricanes and 9/11 came and things like that,
we sort
of lost part of it. It got overgrown. But there's been a resurgence of interest again, and so really there are greenways now that people are using behind Bicycle World off Ash.
Yes, there's a nice one
along Stony Creek.
And behind the hospital?
Behind the hospital there's a greenway, very little known, but hopefully more used. There's a really nice trail actually up by Goldsboro Worship Center on New Hope Road, existing, that goes down toward Berkeley Boulevard. So these little segments over time hopefully will add up to a very nice network of places you can ride your bike or walk and get to any place you want to in Wayne County. That's the big goal.
That's the goal. That's what we're hoping for eventually.
Right.
And we've talked about earlier, so many of our surrounding counties already have this, and Goldsboro is being very proactive and very moving forward with the idea that we have so many already established. Let's connect them, let's find a way to promote them, and let's get people more active and get them out in these greenways, taking advantage of it with their families.
That's right. Giving people a place to go makes all the difference.
Exactly.
If you just tell people get out on the roads, that's a tough sell and not very safe sometimes.
No, definitely. If a family wants to get out and ride their bicycle, being on a highway is not the safest.
That's right.
So this is an alternative for families to put those helmets on and get on your bike or get out and walk.
Now you're probably saying, why Wayne County, why now? And across the country, people have been less and less active thanks to electronic toys and other things, and maybe lack of places to go. People do want to find places they can walk and run and ride their bikes safely. So meanwhile, our community has grown a little heavier and a little heavier and a little heavier.
Because of that.
Because of that. We're actually in the diabetes belt. The Wayne County, Eastern Carolina, it's an epidemic. And if we need to get diabetes under control,
And we need our community and our state to be the healthiest state.
That would be the plan.
The healthiest state.
The healthiest state. That attracts business. Economically, it's good for our county.
Right.
So we want to attract businesses by showing them that we are, in fact, proactive. We got great things for families to do.
And it's amazing how much everything is connected.
That's right.
How much the people in our community taking advantage of these greenways and getting out and walking, and how we can promote that, saying that we are a greenways friendly community.
That's right.
That makes a huge difference when we're trying to encourage businesses and industry to come to our community.
Well, and actually the Mountains to Sea Trail is a 1,000-mile trail that was started by North Carolina State Park, so it's the longest state park in the in North Carolina at least. It goes from the mountains to the sea, about 1,000 miles. And Wayne County is a designated part of that trail. And we want the state to help us finish that, because it would be a great thing to be on that trail. Right now the noose, of course, is on that trail. And they can't, other people cannot move the noose, so that's called a blue way, and that will remain coming through Wayne County. But the walking and the bicycling paths, there are interest groups that would like to take it around Wayne County, because they sense that Wayne County is not really going to go forward. So I think we need to work with the state and get that going as quickly as we can.
Well, and I know Travel and Tourism, and Becky Roseman does a lot of promoting of the Mountains to Sea Trail, and if you're interested in more information on that, you can visit the website for Goldsboro Travel and Tourism, and you can find out details about that.
Well,
tell me what else is happening.
I think we've gotten 3 grants lately, and this is
very exciting.
It's great news. And I first want to credit, this isn't anything really the Friends of Wayne County Greenways have done except support this, but it's really been the city through Scott Barnard and the Parks and Rec Department, Jennifer Collins and the Planning Department at the city, and then on the county side, Connie Price, Brandon Hill have been instrumental in bringing the county in, and the commissioners and the city councilmen. Everybody has been so supportive that, together it is really going further than we ever could have hoped, really.
Well, I think that both groups understand how important this is to attract industry to our community.
I think that's
and to make our community a healthy community.
So let me tell you about the 3 grants just briefly. The first one, $200,000, is going to be used to pave the greenways on both sides of Ash, going toward Elm and also going toward Royal. And those paths are actually used by people now. They're just dirt paths. But that will make them a little more, user-friendly for strollers and things like that. The second $200,000 grant is going to be used behind the hospital and the community college to that's going to be boardwalk. It's a little bit wet back there, which is a nice environment to walk and ride in, but it will be a boardwalk type situation. And then the last grant, which was recently received, I think because maybe another municipality did not take advantage of it as they might have, and the city had done some good planning before, and when asked if they could use it, of course,
the information grant ready.
It was ready to go, and that will be the one that connects Goldsboro Worship Center on New Hope Road and provides a way to get to the community college without getting on New Hope Road.
That is wonderful.
On your bike or walking. It'll be a direct path down all the way to Wayne Memorial Drive, and there's sidewalk there. So that will be a nice big loop.
And that is really nice, because right now, there's a piece of that is paved.
That's right.
And then it stops.
It stops. That's right.
So this will be a nice way to finish that out and feel safe walking from that stopping point all the way to Wayne Community College.
And then you can make a big circle. It's actually about a 5-mile loop on this side of 70 bypass.
Well,
and that would be a great place, including Harding Drive, the bicycle lanes on each side of Harding. So
3 big grants, exactly. 3 big grants that are coming to Goldsboro that'll be making this a greenway friendly community.
And we want to hook
step.
Mount Olive and Fremont, north to south. Our goal is to get those communities to also be in, and I feel like they are. We just got to keep going down that road, and then from Seven Springs all the way to the western part of the county would be part of this Mountains to Sea Trail.
To make our entire county.
The entire county would be very accessible to biking and walking.
Well, that would be awesome for our citizens to be able to have access to this. And once again, I want to reiterate how important this is to recruit families outside of this community, business and industry back to Wayne County and the city of Goldsboro. This is huge. When they're looking, this is one of the things, one of the criteria that these businesses look at for their families.
The Air Force Base
the Air Force Base, to see if it is offered. So this will be a major tool in bringing industry to our community.
And we believe the Air Force Base has been represented at our meetings, and they are very positive about this, see this as a great venue for their men and women on the Air Force Base to get out, stay in shape.
Absolutely.
Even potentially get to businesses without having to own a car. which, as we know, costs $8,000 a year. So.
And still, that is so surprising that it costs $8,000. We spend more money on our vehicles than we do on food.
That's right. So if we can make this a bike-friendly community, walking-friendly community, we would do all our military young folks a good deed.
Well, it sounds like we're well on our way. There's been some great partnerships, and we say this all the time, that our community is one of the best in collaborating and working together to make things happen.
And I think that's very true.
And I agree, and we hear it from the Seymour Johnson Air Force Base all the time. They come in and interview with us, and they're telling us how friendly this community is and how open we are to new ideas, and we want to continue to be proactive and work that way and continue to grow.
And we have another big goal, and that is to get out of the top 10 least active counties in the country, or in the state, I'm sorry, North Carolina, in the state.
And well, this is a good piece of that. This is a good step in the right direction.
Get us outside, moving.
So what would you tell the people of our community to help battle that, to help get North Carolina to be a healthy community?
I would say at the personal level, get outside more as a family and enjoy the outside. On a food level, nutrition level, try to eat as many natural things that are grown in Wayne County as possible. And
without frying them?
Without frying them. That is
Leave
exactly
the butter
right.
in the refrigerator?
That's right. There's so many good things to use now to cook. Get online. The hospital has, Wayne Memorial has a part of our website that is healthy recipes.
Yes, you do.
And we, along with the health department and the hospital, are looking at ways to find a site to put everything active and good eating in one place, so everyone in the county could hook into that and know what's coming up.
That would be nice. You keep us informed on that, because that would be something we would certainly want to promote to the community. How nice that would be to be able to go to one location on the web and get recipes, to get activities that are happening that are all
where the farmers markets are.
Exactly, because we have quite a few now in our community.
We have a lot of runs sponsored by organizations,
yes,
walks, runs, everything active would be in one place.
Well, that sounds like a great idea. Good. Thank you for coming in today, Becky, and sharing this with us. And we want to have you come back on a regular basis and keep us informed on what's happening with these greenways.
I'd be happy to.
Well, thank you so much. And this is what's happening in your community.
We're back on WGTV today.
Yes, we are back.
That was great. Scott Stevens always has a lot of good information there.
Well, you know, we're doing those updates basically because we think it makes it easier for people to understand exactly what is happening in local government if you have somebody summarize.
Yeah.
So it really does work quite well, and we do thank you, Scott, for doing those every month, giving us updates.
You know, I had mentioned earlier about Melissa Sheldon coming on. The library sale, book sale, is today and tomorrow.
That's right. It's all day today, isn't it?
Right. I think
so. Later this morning, head on out to the Wayne County Public Library and purchase some books.
Yes.
You get them at such great prices.
I know. Even the Dewey Decimal System is lower than it used to be.
Of course it is, Wayne. Of course it is.
I'm not kidding. Okay, maybe a little.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is happening.
Oh, everything. Yeah, okay.
You want to tell me the trivia question?
Yeah, we can go, verso and recto.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that.
Verso. I'm doing it right now.
You're reading to me?
Well, in a way.
All right.
In a way. In English,
yes,
recto is the left page, and verso is the left page, recto is the right page. It's the front. The recto is the front of the page, and the verso is the backside of a piece of paper.
In what language?
In English. If it's Arabic, it's the other way around. In Arabic, it's the other way around because they read from right to left. We read from left to right. In English, it's the front page is the recto, and the verso is the back page.
So if you choose not to say front and back, you can say that.
Look on the recto. Yeah.
That'll get somebody every time. Might end up in some trouble if you say that to someone.
Yeah, okay. Make sure they're smaller than you are. Yeah. And wear a helmet.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. Have you cruised the noose before?
I have not. Have I what?
Cruised the noose.
No, there was a restaurant I used to drive around a lot, but I never cruised the Neuse. Yeah.
Was that Hardee's on William Street?
Yeah, how'd you know that? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about Cruising the Neuse.
Cruising the Neuse is a paddle trip, and it takes place on June 1st. That's a Saturday. And you need to call for information to cruise the Neuse.
Yes, you do.
And I guess this is like kayaks and canoes
It
and
certainly
other animals.
is. It certainly is. If you've ever wanted to cruise down the Neuse in a kayak or a canoe, this is the time to do it.
Or any other animal, for that matter. 739-7484 costs you $10.
That's Goldsboro Parks and Recreation.
Goldsboro Parks and Recreation, 739-7484. Saturday, June 1st, $10, Cruise the Neuse.
It's going to be really neat. They're doing it as a large group.
Oh, boy.
They'll stop at a location, have a picnic, get back in, and finish up and go from one end of the Neuse to the other.
All right. That does sound like fun.
It does sound like good time.
One end of the Neuse to the other?
Not all the way.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering if you were going to catch that.
Yeah, go from Raleigh to Moorhead
Yeah.
or Raleigh to the coast.
No, you're staying in Wayne County.
Okay.
That's the way it goes,
That
Wayne.
still sounds like a lot of fun.
I think it is, too.
Yeah.
It's something kind of unique. Anything else happening
Oh, yeah.
that we need to talk about?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I still want to remind people to guard your numbers as a safety feature,
Oh, yes.
because there's a lot of people out there that would like to take your money away from you. And you can do that simply by never giving out your Social Security number over the phone to anyone who calls you. Do not give that number out to anyone who calls. Any credit card numbers, bank numbers, any person who contacts you by phone or email. Never pay money up front for anything. Never pay the full amount for anything. Do not pay money to get a loan, collect a prize, for a debt settlement, credit repair, or foreclosure repair. It's illegal to require such a payment. So if that should be a red flag. If somebody says, well, I can do it for this amount of money, give me the money. Don't do that. Don't give them anything. Is my voice going away?
Yeah, thinking it is.
Oh, that's terrible.
Isn't that terrible?
I think it is.
What would we do if Wayne couldn't talk?
Uh,
Imagine that. What would we do?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to go get lunch. Or
Yes, he
something like
would.
that. Yeah, okay.
Well, Wayne, have you sent in your motto yet?
I have not sent in my motto. I'm still trying to think of one.
You're trying to think of one.
Trying to think of one. Something like, see the USA in your... No, that's already been used.
Yeah, I think so. Well, the city's looking at a motto, and we're having a contest. It's called What's in a Name? So we want you to send in your best motto, that will represent the city of Goldsboro.
Yeah.
All you have to do is walk in front of City Hall. We have applications right there, or you can go to the website, goldsboronc.gov. You'll see it right there on the home page. It says, What's in a Name?
What's in a name?
There you go, Wayne.
There you go, Wayne.
Lots of prizes to be won if you are selected as the winner of this contest. But we want to hear your ideas. Let's see how creative you can be.
Oh, how creative do you want us to be?
Very creative.
Okay, well, that's good. But now please make sure that it's nothing... We want nice,
Positive.
smart,
Memorable.
intelligent,
Please.
ideas.
10 words or less.
Yeah, to present to the city of Goldsboro.
That's right, because it will read, the city of Goldsboro, then your motto.
And we want you to be serious about entering. If you're not serious about entering, then don't send anything at all.
That's exactly right.
There you go.
Somebody's going to be one lucky person.
Oh boy, some really nice prizes.
Yes, they really are. You can check it all out on the website.
On the website.
That's right. And it runs through June 30th. So you have a little bit of time.
You have a whole month.
That's right.
Plus, month and a half.
We've already gotten in a lot of submissions, and that's great.
That is good. Let's see, what else? I was going to read something else, and I can't find it here. Oh.
What?
Oh, I was going to read more signs.
Oh, were you? All right.
I've got a few more here if I can just find them. Of course, I can't find them right now, so what do you have? Oh, here they are. More signs.
Can't wait to hear them.
Right.
No, I love them. I think they're hilarious.
Okay, this was seen at a conference. For anyone who has children and doesn't know it, there's a daycare on the first floor.
If you don't know you have children, I'm not assuming you're going to be taking them to the daycare.
Put the comma in the wrong place.
It happens.
In a farmer's field in Wayne County, no, I don't know where it was, the farmer allows walkers to cross the field for free, but the bull charges.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Okay,
so I keep that in mind. Message on a leaflet. If you cannot read, this leaflet will tell you how to get lessons. On a repair shop door. Repair shop. We can repair anything, but please knock hard on the door because the bell doesn't work.
They can't repair that bell, can they?
That's right.
Obviously not.
Newspaper headlines. Something went wrong in a jet crash, expert says.
Oh, he's an expert?
An expert said something went wrong
well,
in the jet crash.
Well, I would assume that kind of happened.
You would think, yeah, you would think.
They need to regroup on that headline.
All right, another headline. Police begin a campaign to run down jaywalkers. Another headline. No, I can't read that one.
Oh.
Okay, I can read this one. Miners refuse to work after death.
Well, I guess so.
Okay, here's another one. War dims hope for peace.
You think?
Juvenile court to try shooting defendant. Juvenile court to try shooting defendant. Yes, that's a new punishment.
There you go.
All right, here's another one. If the strike isn't settled quickly, it may last a while.
Really?
These are real headlines.
Well, they did a really good job on those.
In the weather, cold wave linked to temperatures. From England, a headline said, London couple slain. Police suspect homicide. Really?
Oh my goodness, well, that was a good assumption.
Here's another headline. Man struck by lightning faces battery charge.
Well, he's real worried about it at this point.
Yes, he is. All right, here's another one from a cooking column. Cooking column in a newspaper.
Are you losing your voice real bad?
It seems I am.
Yes, it does.
We got to stop that. In a newspaper, cooking column, kids make nutritious snacks.
Do they?
I told them I never tried them.
You've never, yeah, well, there we go. We're not even going to go there.
No.
No, we're not.
Okay, local high school dropouts cut in half.
Oh,
here's another one. Hospitals are sued by 7-foot doctors, or hospitals are sued by 7-foot doctors.
Well, you know, it's better than being sued by short doctors, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
we got to go.
Yes, we do. That's all for today. Thank you so much for being with us. This is Wayne Goldsboro TV, a partnership between the County of Wayne and the City of Goldsboro.
We'll be back at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Join us.
Monday morning.
Oh, tomorrow is Saturday.
We're not going to be here, Wayne.
Ooh, that's right. We're going to be at the book sale out at the library.
That's right.
Until Monday morning, we'll be here at 7 o'clock and at noon and at 5:30, etc., etc. So until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. See you Monday morning, and this is what's happening in your community.
Woo.